You know how to build a business. You've seen it, you have seen the steps, but how do you get that confidence to actually grow a business? Confidence can be hard because it's not something you can just automatically push a button and you instantly have it. So how do you gain confidence as a woman in business? My name is Michelle Gifford. I have been in business online for 15 years. I'm a mom to 5 and I help women just like you grow their businesses online. And I know that confidence is one of those things that can really make or break a business. You can teach skills all day, but if you don't have the confidence to show up and to be the CEO of the business that you're building, then your business isn't going to grow. And so we have to work on ourselves internally. Like it has to be something that we do all the time and we're thinking about and we're trying to be better. And gaining confidence will help you grow your business. Let me give you my 5 tips of getting more confidence to grow your business. The first step, number 1, is to remember who you are. I know, I'm sounding like your mom, but I'm a mom, and I say this all the time. And remember who you are. You are a daughter of God. You are someone who is on this earth to help and to serve and to make an impact. You are here for a reason, and that's important to know that. You're amazing. And the gifts that you have that you want to use, especially for your business and to help and serve others, is important. Knowing that changes everything. So if you can make sure that you're focused on that, remember that you are God's. You are His daughter. You are His son. You are someone who is here to make an impact, and you are here with intention and with purpose, and that makes all the difference. Number 2 is it's not about you. I know, I just told you how awesome you are. Let me tell you a little story. So I once was in a conference where I was speaking right after some pretty huge names in the industry, and I was pretty new to speaking, and when I found out I was speaking after these huge headliners, I thought, oh my word, who the heck am I to be here? Really, it psyched me out in my head, almost debilitating, where I didn't feel like I could do it. I was like, I don't know how I'm going to show up on stage after these people. What could I possibly say that could impact them up against these other women? And my friend took me aside and she said, Michelle, it's not about you. It's not about you. It's about how you serve. And I recognize that saying because my mom would say that to me all the time. It's not about you, it's about who you serve. And the instant I realized that it wasn't about me and how I looked up on stage and if I said everything perfectly or if I looked perfectly, it had nothing to do with that, right? My words mattered because they could help and serve someone. The minute that happens, when you realize that it really isn't about you, it's about your message, it's about your ability to help and serve others, then it takes the pressure off of you to be perfect, right? And you can have confidence because you are here for a reason and to help and to serve others. Hey, we're in the middle of my steps to grow more confidence. But I want to know about your confidence. Will you put what makes you more confident in the comments below? And while you're there, like and subscribe. Number 3 is to stop the bad voices. So we have thousands and thousands of thoughts going through our head all the time. And we're not even aware of them. We don't even know that they're going on. There's thoughts in the background of our life all the time. And they're governing what we do and how we act and how we feel about ourselves. And sometimes we just have to stop and figure out what thoughts are going through my head and how are they impacting my behavior. Because a lot of times we have some negative thoughts. We're like, ooh, I want to start creating more reels. Yeah, I'm going to show up on Reels. And then suddenly, do you know what happens? You start feeling like you say, oh, I can't do that. I can't dance. I don't want to dance. Dancing makes me look dumb. Oh my gosh, someone's going to see me. And when they see me, they're going to judge me and I'm going to be embarrassed and then my business is going to fail. That was a whole spiral you did not need to go down. And so we have to get a lot better at calling out those negative voices that are on replay in the back of our minds and stop. So what I like to do is if I'm about to do something, whether that's scary or it's big or, and I just have a feeling behind it, ooh, I don't want to do that. That is a tip to me, a trigger for me to understand that I have some thoughts behind that and I better unpack them. So what I like to do is okay, why am I feeling anxious about that? And then I try to figure out what thoughts have been going through my head to make me feel that way. And then I will call out those thoughts. If that thought is, no one's going to like this reel, Let's say that. Then I call it out and I say, is that true? Is that universally true? If I told that to everyone in the world, would they say, yeah, that's true. That reel is no good. Sounds ridiculous, right? Because no, that's not universally true. There's people who will like it. There's people who will not like it. Well, once I know that it's not truth, then I can change my mind about it, right? And say, this reel is going to help someone. That thought is so much more productive than that other thought that I was thinking, right? So much more productive. And then after I call out that thought, I change the thought, and that's a thought I'm going to hold on to. So every time I start having weird thoughts about making a reel, or if my reel was good enough, I'm going to stop. I'm going to say, that reel is going to help someone. And that's a different way to create. That gives me much more confidence because my thoughts are turned to the way that I need them to be to help serve me in my business. And along with that, I really recommend having some mantras for yourself that you think about all the time. And or when something new comes up, you automatically are thinking that through your head. I used to be super weird about money, but I knew that if I wanted to grow a business, that I needed to not be weird about money. And so that actually became my mantra is I'm not weird about money. So anytime I had a conversation with a client or with one of my team members or anything, I would just say, oh, we can talk about this. I'm not weird about money. Even though at the beginning, I kind of was weird about money. But the more I've said it and the more situations I put myself in, I realize that I'm not weird about money now. And having those mantras in my head has made all of the difference. All right, step number 4, trust the process and accept that mistakes are part of it. I know you don't want to hear that, but that's the truth. Mistakes are the things that really helps us grow and learn. I remember when I was first accepting clients, I would take anyone who would say yes. And sometimes it worked out, sometimes it didn't. I didn't have very good boundaries. And so I had a client who was like texting me all the time, like really early in the morning. They would call and kind of yell at me a little bit. And my boundaries were not healthy. Since that and realizing what that did to my emotional and physical, I was tired, well-being, I had to set up a lot healthier boundaries to make sure that I was taking care of myself and my business and my team. But I wouldn't have known that. I wouldn't have had the confidence to do that until I saw what damage it could do if I didn't have boundaries. And I wouldn't have confidence in it if I didn't do that. Number 5 is to say yes and take massive action. I'm going to tell you, this is the whole reason that my business is as big as it is because when I see an opportunity, I say yes and I go for it. A lot of times we're given these big opportunities and we're scared that we won't know how to do them. And the truth is that you probably won't know how to do them now, but if you say yes and make things happen, then you learn and you gain confidence. When I first was a photographer, every shoot I went on, I would be like, ooh, anxious, so nervous. If the lighting was gonna go okay, am I gonna get pictures? Are they gonna like the pictures? It would just make me so nervous to go and do. But 7 years into being a photographer, I could go out on a shoot right now and not feel any nervousness or any anxiety because I've done it so many times and now I have the confidence to do it anywhere, anytime. And that's what happens with confidence. It's not something that you can just all of a sudden have, but the more experience you get, the more confident you become. Now I'm going to give you a bonus because this is my favorite bonus. If you want to be more confident, then come join Moneymakers. Moneymakers is my coaching group where you get access to all of my courses, my community of wonderful women who are building a business just like you, and you get coaching from me. If you have questions, if you have problems in your business, twice a month we meet on Zoom and we go over your problems and questions. This is a really great place to come and learn and to gain confidence. All right, friend, make sure that you're subscribed because I cannot wait to help you grow your business online, and we will see you next time.